we know that there's a lot of benefits to this. That's a no-brainer. I'm going to guess that there's some challenges that, as you've gone through it, you've studied up on it. What are some of the more common challenges that companies will face as they look at outsourcing, and how do they mitigate it? What would maybe be your key pieces of advice as companies are considering it?
Right.
Trying to identify vendors and vet vendors.
Okay. In terms of outsourcing challenges, here is what I find. The biggest challenge I find is not with the external world, but inside the companies. The first is the key executives or the top level staff needs to first buy into the thought of outsourcing. Sometimes it is a culture change. That's one. The second challenge related to that is to make people who are the staff, basically, they are fearful of losing their jobs. So communication is the key, and making sure you bring all stakeholders on board is the key to success in the first challenge that I see. The second one that I see is quite often people start up a project, outsource a few things, and suddenly kind of wonder why I'm not getting the benefit I thought I would get. But the right way to do it is to, regardless of size, have a strategy and a roadmap. You need to spend some time upfront that takes into account what's going to be your strategy, why are you doing this, what kinds of projects you are going to outsource, what will be the benefits, and then, of course, how would you manage the risks? Okay, so that needs to be thought through upfront. That's what I have found one of the challenges, and when things are not very successful. And the other thing I find is lack of clear metrics and regular audits. This is not very common, but it should be done. Let's say you are started the outsourcing project 3 years ago. And where are you today? Is it really meeting the goals? And what metrics did you really put in place? And where are things compared to the metrics that you put in place? So just because the labor cost differential is X, that doesn't mean it's meeting your overall business goals. So those are three things I find are challenges that people find that they need to manage.